Hey, welcome into Dom Time. Thanks for joining us tonight. Talking about one of the things coming off the election, gay marriage, same-sex marriage in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey, particularly in New Jersey, where Governor Christie has said, let's put this up as a referendum. Let's have people vote on it. The politics of this is mixed. In 2004, I'm convinced, President Bush won in Ohio. It was a wedge issue. They were against gay marriage. This last election cycle, and as we see more and more younger people added to the rolls, the argument is the Republican Party will be a dinosaur if they continue to oppose gay marriage. Let's go to some callers. Let's go to Chris next in. Hey, Chris, thanks for being first in tonight on Dom Time. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Hi.
Hi, Mr. Giordano. Thanks for tackling the issue. I'd like to say you can't have a referendum on a civil right. The entire idea of protecting civil rights is that you are necessarily protecting the rights of a minority who would lose any referendum.
Well, not necessarily, because in New Jersey, we know by various surveys and just the common sense of it, 52 to 55 or so % of people favor same-sex marriage. We saw it pass in Maine. We saw it pass 9 states now.
But you don't have.
Go ahead.
You don't have a referendum on things that the majority agree about. And you can't in the states where people are in the minority. For example, if we held referenda on racial civil rights in states where African Americans are a minority, they surely would have lost in many cases.
Well, but they wouldn't lose today, though. Well, wait a minute, though, Chris. They wouldn't lose today, and they wouldn't lose for some time now. That people of goodwill, white or black, support.
No, but you don't. Yeah. But they would have lost at the time. They would have lost at the time. You don't do these things by referendum.
Okay, well, let me stop you, though, Chris. We just saw 3 states, though. Isn't this a cleaner way to go? We've seen Maine and 2 other states, Washington and Maryland, all decide. This is historic in this last election. That's why we're talking about it tonight. 3 states, the people had a choice, and they voted for same-sex marriage.
Well, owing to the reciprocity clause in the Constitution, that, of course, means that it's game, set, and match, game over for your side of the argument, the bigot side of the argument.
Well, wait a minute. Who are you calling a bigot? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You a bigot because I'm a bigot? You are a bigot because you want to deny other people a right that is being given.
No, I'm in favor. I'm in favor of civil unions, and I'm in favor of rights around that.
That's like saying you're in favor of the white water fountain and the colored water fountain, and saying
no, it's not saying the same thing. Tell me that.
Yes,
are the majority?
You're using. For moral reasons, I object to your religious reasons for objecting to other people getting their civil rights.
I'm not objecting to it on that ground. Chris, tell me.
I'm a married heterosexual male, and I object.
Well, good. I'm glad that you object, Chris. Chris, and what you're exhibiting,
my
Chris.
Gay friends
excuse me,
The
Chris.
same rights that you
okay,
do.
Chris, let's have a conversation. And Chris, what you've just exhibited is exactly why this doesn't go anywhere. Calling people bigots, calling them homophobes, rather than addressing the issue is not going to move things forward. Thank you, Chris.
If that makes you uncomfortable, then
no, it doesn't make me uncomfortable, Chris. You're the one that should be uncomfortable because you don't want to have a conversation about it. Thank you, Chris. All right, let's go to another call. First time on this show that I've been called a bigot, and I'm the one that's been in favor of civil unions for 20 years. All right, let's go to another caller. Hey, Kim, welcome to Dom Time. Thanks for joining us, Kim.
I'm loving that you got a show.
Yes. Thank you, Kim.
I'm personally of the belief that we should have commitment relationships, but not gay marriage for anybody, including heterosexuals.
Okay. So you're against marriage at all? You think marriage is a bad idea?
I don't think marriage is a bad idea. I think it should be left to the church.
Oh, so you don't want the state involved in it then?
Exactly.
Okay.
I think if everybody was on the same page and take the stinging marriage, quote unquote, out of it and make it a civil contract, that maybe we could get past this. I know it would be a little bit difficult. As far as go.
Kim, that's where I think Americans are, though. I think they're at a civil union. They're trying to come up with some degree of equity. Thank you very much, Kim, for the call. And we'll take more calls here on Dom Time. You can get in, whether you want to agree with me or disagree. Chris got in. We'll take calls as they come. This issue is going to come to a head in New Jersey. Pennsylvania somewhat down the road. By all the projections that I see out there, we are going to see this be an issue over the next couple of years in maybe 10 or 12 more states. Let's go to, is it John? John, welcome to, Ron, welcome to Dom Time. Hey, Ron, welcome in.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, Ron.
Well, basically, I just wanted to make a comment. I say, why not? Why not have gay marriage? I actually work in an industry where I deal with a lot of people who are getting married at such a rapid pace, and I've seen a lot of them multiple times in a short period of time because they, use divorce as their way out of a marriage rather than really being more committed. So I feel like, people make such a joke of marriage nowadays. Why not let people who maybe want to try and make marriage seem like it's relevant now, again in the day, and make them feel like
interesting.
This is
Interesting. And why wouldn't civil unions be satisfactory here? Why wouldn't we have people then get all the guarantees and get all the connection and recognition that married couples would have, other than the religious significance or the man and wife significance?
I mean, in my opinion, I just feel like people judge the situation way too much, and I don't see why not. We all work for the same thing. We all work to have healthier, better lives. So why can't we all have the same equal rights?
Thank you, Ron. Thank you very much. All right, coming up, we're going to talk with another person, Ron Uguer, who is in favor of same-sex marriage and has a lot to say about the politics of this, the referendum, as we continue on Dom Time.